The kids are still out of school in my part of Texas, which is nice because traffic is not a complete shit show. A lot of the parents who have kids who are in school are probably working from home. And I got a little bit of an early start today. I'm waking up at 4 because the dogs decided we need to go pee at 4:15, and started chuffing under my door. And if you've owned a Corgi or a German Shepherd or any of the herding dogs, they choof under the door. They'll be like choof, choof until you wake up, which is not cool. Hey, Coffee. Hey, Joel. Hey, Billy. Good morning. Good morning. Folks, set yourself up for a win today. I gotta tell you, wore the hell out. Even during vacation, I was still getting work calls because we just don't have enough people. But I took them from home in my kitchen, in my sweatpants. But set up a win today. You know, get yourself that extra cup of coffee. Go get the donut. You know, just granted, normally I encourage people to eat healthy, but sometimes you just need to say, fuck it, I'm going to have a donut or the Chick-fil-A or whatever the hell it is that makes you happy. It's easy to get burned out with life. Hey, do some diff. And if I missed anyone, sorry. But folks, you know, set yourself up for a win. If you want to do a prepping thing, do one simple prep today. One. Instead of trying to spend a whole day panicking and running around stores, you could say, all right, you know what? I'm going to go pick up a pack of D batteries at the store because I know I'm low. Or inventory your batteries. That's make a shopping list so you know what the hell you're looking for. Make yourself a breakfast with the stuff you've stored and see if you can make something half decent. I do a lot of cooking videos because I'm a big fan of saving money and also using the stuff you save for preparedness. So prepping should be pragmatic. It should make sense to you. You know, my last live stream, charge your radios and power banks. That's a great one. And it's not free. Like, obviously, we're paying for electricity, but it's simple. Hey, book club, what's going on? Or take a trip and enjoy life. Yeah, take a trip. Actually, there is an amazing observatory in Texas, out here in the Davis Mountains. It's about a 3-hour drive. And so I'm trying to make some time to just go out there. I also want to go back to the meteor crater. If you missed that live stream, that was late in the summer. And I want to see if they'll let me fly the drone over the crater so I can take pictures down. I don't mind donating the pictures to the organization. It's actually being run by University of Texas, or A&M. One of the colleges is overseeing the crater. And the preservation of it, and you know, all the science stuff that goes with it. I'm hoping to do a little bit more science and discovery stuff this coming year, and maybe a little bit of urban exploration, like the abandoned Cold War bomber base. That's also 3 hours. Everything's 3 or 4 hours from me. I just live in one of those places. Like, it's like, oh, this looks cool, and then you Google Map or Apple Maps, and you're like, well, shit, that's a whole day right there. So we'll see if I can make it to the bomber base again. And if I don't get in trouble with college security for going on a bomber base where I'm not supposed to. But technically, I can fly my drone over it. If I can find a public road that has a patch of dirt that I can park, it's not restricted airspace. So I should be able to fly the drone, but then if it crashes, then I have to go into the old bomber base to get the drone, which would suck. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do that. I might do a live stream next time I go there and, you know, see if I can find a way in. But hey, Little Lone, welcome. And if I missed anyone, Texas Redleg, good to see you, man. But folks, set yourself up for a little win today. Whether it's have a nice breakfast, meet a friend, call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Like Coffee said earlier, just take a little trip, enjoy life. Go to the local park, shit, walk around, touch grass, literally, like look at plants and whatnot. It's so easy. I watched a very interesting video from Epic Economist yesterday, and it was he took clips from maybe 24 young adults, and I'm saying like 25 and under, and every one of them said, I feel like the world changed since 2020, since the Rona. And one of them said, I was a freshman in high school when COVID hit. And he said, my high school experience was the weirdest ever. And he said, I feel like everyone's angry, they're disconnected, they don't care about each other. And think about it, you shut down the entire country for 18 months, like hard shutdown, except for states like Texas where we were like, yeah, whatever. And then we'd fight with the feds. And he said, you know, other older people, he said, even millennials will tell me about their high school experience. And he said, mine was nothing like it. He said, I'll watch old high school movies like The Breakfast Club and 16 Candles. And he's like, I didn't have any of this. Social media or not. He said, we didn't get to hang out, like physically be with each other. And hey, off the wall, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's doing well. Going to Singapore. Have you made it to KL? I hear that's very cool. I might have to make a trip out there. I don't know. Depends. But folks, set yourself up for a win. Even if it's a little one, like, you know what? I organized the pantry for an hour. All this little stuff, anything you do to organize, keep inventory, is preparedness, and it's also a day-to-day thing, right? You're making your day-to-day life easier by taking the 10 minutes to do whatever it is you're doing. At the end of the day, if you like iced tea, have an iced tea. If you want to have a glass of booze, go have a little drink. You know, there's so much stuff going on in the world, and it's so easy to just go down that spiraling toilet of doom. And we don't look at those small wins, you know. Make yourself a nice meal and then sit and enjoy the damn meal while it's still hot. To me, that's a good thing. Like, I never understood when my old uncle would be like, I want to sleep in my own bed and not sleep in the hotel, you know. And I was like, okay. And now I'm an older guy, and I'm like, no, yeah, I want to be in my own room. I want to be in my own house, sit on my own couch and play with my dogs and watch the TV. I don't want to mess with people. So set up the small wins. Don't try and overstretch in 2026. I said it on my last live stream. The economy's going to be rough. We can't really control it, but you can control how you react to it, right? We can decide how we want to approach the situation. So instead of being panicky and, oh no, my life sucks, just be like, you know what? Money's tight. I'm going to win a small win today. I'm going to check my batteries and go, you know, fill up my AA's. Done. There you go. You check that little box in your head. Or you go and say, you know what? My pantry looks like a shit show. So I'm going to organize the pantry so I can actually see what the hell's in there in an organized way. That's a win. Hey, farmer, what's going on? I think, again, we can wind up going down that trail of doom scrolling and, oh, these people. And let's remember, folks, the algorithm isn't smart. It reacts to humans, right? It's learning from people. So it knows at this point, these algorithms and AIs know that things that piss us off will make us click more. Did you know Google gets like an eighth of a cent or something? I don't know what the hell, half a cent for every click someone clicks on certain things. So you figure you have billions of users clicking on billions of videos. And Google and YouTube are just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And all that we're getting is stress and pissed off and agitated. And they're making the money. I mean, I wish I got half a penny for every fucking click that went on. But, you know, I don't. If anything, they put me in YouTube jail because I get snarky and say bad words. But, you know, we can go down that spiraling tube of doom, and the algorithm feeds it to us because they make money off of us being pissed off at each other. It's like the media. The media makes a killing. Don't go down the toilet. Find a positive thing to find today and go, you know what? I bought some new candles that make my house smell nice, or I got a new plant for the kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen. That's a big one. I cooked a nice meal. Get that little win in today and then enjoy it. Don't stress about it. We can't control Venezuela or Peru or whatever the fuck's going on overseas. And you know what? While you're out and about, next time you go to the cash register, wherever you're going, ask that poor cashier, hey, how are you today? I'll kid you not, I went to H-E-B the other day, and that's a big Texas grocery chain, if you've never seen one. And that little cashier girl, she's probably 22, 23, young girl, and she was exhausted. Like, you could just see in her face. And I looked her in the eyes and I said, how are you doing today? And she just exhaled like, ugh. And I'm like, hey, if nothing else, in a couple hours, your shift is over. And then you get to go home and put your feet up for a minute. She goes, yeah, that'll be nice. You know, and it was just that little moment of taking a minute of my time to remind her that life is not complete shit and that she'll go home shortly and she can go and take her shoes off. And the kid smiled, right? And I say kid, I mean, it's a young woman, but, you know, we need more lifting up instead of cutting down in our society. And I think since 2020, everyone's been taught to be assholes. I honestly believe that. And that's why you see all these 20-somethings acting completely bizarre. Because think about it, all the 20-year-olds now were in high school when Rona hit. So their whole formative years in high school where we all learned those lessons about bullies and dating and being drunk and getting in trouble, they didn't experience that. It was just unheard of for them. So, you know, if you can't get a win for yourself, wish someone else a good day. And you might be shocked what you get back, because I've been pleasantly surprised. But anyway, folks, you guys be good, be careful out here. And I'll see you all later on this week. And don't forget 4 Horsemen tonight on Vision Preparedness channel.